Welcome back to some more iRacing. This is the Class C street stocks at Thompson Speedway Motorsport Park. This must be a free track. I don't think I've ever bought it, but I saw I didn't need to buy it, so I decided to run this. It's weird. It's like a little more than a half mile. Yeah, 0.63 mile track. So it's a short track. In practice, there's like this outer thing that they were trying to, I think it's maybe this. They were trying to jump the wall to get over there, and it was just obnoxious. People were like, hopefully that activity quits now that X's count and whatnot.
There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
I don't know. I'm obviously committed to running this because I'm signed up. I'm doing it because it's another video I can put out, but I don't want to put out videos just to put out videos if I'm having fun. And I don't know. Maybe the race will be fun, but right now I'm just like, kind of like yippee. Not really big into this car. I know it was the first thing I ever raced on iRacing. There's a little nostalgia there. To get out of rookies, you had to run these things. I think it was another rookie class, but I think the majority of the people probably run this. I wasn't particularly fast in practice.
P3.
There were times, like right there. Yep, that counts.
Justin, you need to watch the track limits.
Those X's count now. Don't want to be doing that. But yeah, I'm definitely committed here.
P4. The car ahead has just done a 22.1. Car inside. Car inside. Inside's clear.
Trying to let these guys by, but I'm not very good at it. Some beating and banging going on. This is my second race.
P5.
Tuesday morning. I guess it's technically Tuesday afternoon now. It's 12:30, but or 1 o'clock. Yeah. But yeah, I'm recording this so I have something to put out to schedule for Wednesday. I got an ARCA race.
That's the end of the session.
Currently processing HD version right now. I don't know. Maybe this will be a fun race. I didn't even look at. We got 13 cars, so it's split in half. 1100 strength of field. Lowest driver is 700, so this might be the bottom split of the two. Oh, I just noticed. Fantastic. I'm the one car. I don't want to be the one car. This is definitely the bottom split of two then, if I'm the one car.
Exit is clear. We've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
I believe this is a 60 lap race. I did the street stock race a couple weeks ago when it was at a track I owned. And I remember it being like 50% of it being run under caution. Starting up front would be cool, but I don't have it in me to put in a killer lap. These cars are super, they feel like loose and squirrely. And the brakes squeak, which drives me nuts. I'm losing it. That's not going to be good. Gives me a chance to improve in my next lap, though, right?
P4. That lap time was 22.1. That's a new fastest lap for Perry, 21.9.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be in the 21s to even consider being up there. I went in too hard there, but maybe I could come down, and I should gain time here if I don't get loose.
21.8. P4. You've just done 22.0.
22 flat, 21.9 technically. He rounds up. So I got into the 21s. I think 21.7s were being run in practice, but by some people, not by me. We'll see where that ends up, but I'll see you back when we grid up. Welcome back. I ended up fourth because no one else tried a lap. So we'll see. 60 laps. I think there's no tire changes. Hoping they tell me in a minute here.
Good luck out bud, and use your common sense.
I don't have any of that. Sorry. The guy that got the pole is currently looking at a potential 113 iRating gain if he wins. That's crazy. Get them engines warmed up. It's going to help you a lot. No tire changes. That's what I thought.
25 Celsius, P4.
I know there's cautions. And caution laps do count. And I don't know.
Car number 4 in the outside column.
I don't know. I may live to regret this. I'm on a decent streak of decent finishes with no incidences in oval racing, and I'm hoping that this race isn't going to kill that. But at the same time, you can't be afraid to race to try to keep iRatings. It's not like my iRating's that good. If you're afraid of losing numbers so you don't race, then why even race? So that being said, I don't really want to get taken out in a shit fest either. I mean, who knows? I'm condemning this race before it even begins. Why am I doing that? I don't even know. This could be one of the best races I've ever been in.
Are you going to go on green? Or are you thinking to go before?
Yeah, he's got the advantage of the pole, so just have him give up that advantage by telling you exactly what he's going to do. Good idea. I never understood that. Kudos to the 12.
Sean?
Kudos to the 12 for not replying.
Sean?
He doesn't have to tell you.
We gotta make it.
He doesn't have to tell you that. I wouldn't tell you either.
Alright, Justin, here we go. Green, green, green.
Alright, we're green.
Got a car low. He's still there. Hold your line.
I don't really want to race this guy on the outside, so just please clear me.
Still there.
And now I got another car diving in,
Still
so...
there. We've got a full course yellow. Full course yellow, be careful.
Alright.
Car is out. Line up single file behind car number 6. Safety car's out. Pits are closed. Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
So, I've done this before. I'm hoping this race doesn't take more than an hour. Because I have to go get my daughter. I did that on the ARCA race that I won. I basically had to log off and go. And ARCA races take a predictable amount of time because there are no cautions. I'm now seeing that I've entered a race that predicts 28 minutes with no cautions. So if we go yellow like crazy, I'm in trouble. But that's okay. It's my fault for not realizing that this race could take quite a long time.
Safety car's out. Pits are closed.
I hope this doesn't just turn into eye pacing the whole time.
Alright, let's try this again, yeah?
Get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Take 2, and action.
I've got the inside this time. Maybe I can use that and get going, you know? I don't have much commentary right now. I don't know what to say.
Green, green, green. Yellow. Car high. Hold your line. He's still there.
We got quite a gap behind this
Still
group.
there. You're clear outside.
I would like to gain more gap on them rather than race these guys.
Perry, 21.9. P5. Good lap. That's your
Ah.
so far. Full course yellow. Watch out.
This sucks. I'm already starting to dread how long this race is going to take.
Full course yellow. Watch out.
Well, if we're going to be pacing, and I'm not going to edit out cautions because that's more work than I want to put into a video like this.
Closed. Pace cars out. Line up single file behind car number
I should find something to talk about.
Pace cars on backstretch.
Pits are open.
1 and a 3.
Tell some stories about my days working at Kmart, my current sponsor. Nah, nobody wants to hear about that. I did work at Kmart back in high school. I think probably from like 96 to 98. Back when Kmart wasn't... Well, I don't even know. Kmart might no longer exist. Is there any Kmarts around? I know there's none around here. So kind of a nostalgia paint scheme for me. It's like, yeah, Kmart and Little Caesars. I remember there being a Little Caesars in the Kmart I worked at. That was kind of cool. I used to think Little Caesars was like the best thing ever. I think if I were to eat Little Caesars now, I would probably not agree. My older self doesn't agree with my younger self on food, really. On what's good and what's not.
Safety cars out. Pits
Talk about that
closed.
last restart. I feel like I did decent on it. But then I was too timid to really charge it in there. So kind of let position to gain. Did I see the 12 has fallen off from first? He's now to fourth, so he could be the opposite of me. He could be one of the guys who can just set a blistering lap but then struggles with race pace. I'm exactly the opposite of that. So I wish I was good at both. That would be the ultimate combo, right?
Third time's the charm, yeah.
Okay, Justin, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
I did not want to see that caution because we this pack of 5 or whatever had...
Thanks, man.
What? Oh, somebody... Yeah, whatever.
We didn't even make it to the pace car goes down.
We had a pretty good gap behind us, and I wanted to just build on that, and then maybe race some guys.
Traffic car is still out.
Green flag, we're racing. Car outside, P4. Still there. Full course yellow, watch out.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Don't hit me, people. It's yellow.
Oh, that's not good stuff.
Safety cars out, pits are closed. Pace
My
car is
God,
out.
y'all
Line up
bad.
single file behind car 6.
We needed what? 2 corners?
Pits are open.
Hell, we had 2 corners. They had 1.
Apparently I must have been technically in fourth
That
there.
one was
That's
on
good, I
me.
guess. Now that means I start on the
I
outside.
slid into number 10. I'm sorry, number 10. That was my fault.
Well, I guess I'm glad people didn't
Pace car
qualify.
going into 1.
So even though I qualified with a poor lap, I still qualified in a good spot.
I guess third time was not the charm.
I haven't seen. I'm not really mirror watching too much, so maybe it's going off behind me. Well, I know what's going off behind me. It hasn't happened in front of me, so it's just like, get a couple laps in, here comes the yellow. So yeah, if this doesn't shape up, it's not going to be a very exciting
We
video.
have a lap on green flag.
I was hoping it would be.
Full course yellow. Pits are closed.
We are a fourth of the way through the race. I feel like we've got maybe 3 full greens in run, or green laps in, maybe out of 15. It ain't many. Good way to save tires, though, right? Go as hard as you want, because it won't
What would
matter.
help y'all out so that we can go longer? Would it help if I went as soon as the pace car went off? You know, maybe get us spread out, or would it take y'all having a brain to be able to just take your time?
I mean, you don't need to be like that, dude.
We're going green next time by.
One thing I don't think I could ever possibly do is get on the radio and start berating people for their wrecks. The second I do that, then I'm going to wreck and just look like the biggest idiot in the world. It's like, everybody's got their own story of what's going on around them.
We're in a couple cars and we are at all. I don't know what drove went, or whoever was leading.
Green flag. Clear high.
I'm too worried about if I'm all alone to do the lap properly. Okay. Settle into fourth here. It's a good enough place. Right? Definitely tough. Like, the pace that I'm comfortable... This is slower than I run in practice. And I'm, like, not
Just
getting blown away.
22.6. That's your best lap in this session.
Yeah, 22.6, my best lap this session is not good. Yeah, I can see they're starting to get a little pace on me, but... Point is this is definitely a qualifying pace and a race pace. And I'm not good at both. And I might not be good at race pace here, just because I'm in fourth now. I haven't had to work for it.
Car down low. The guy behind has just done a 22.1. Hold your line. Clear low.
I will say, we got some laps in now. Not a lot, but the most that we've had.
The lap time was at 22.3.
I am worried about randomly looping it. I don't want to be the guy that loops it this far in front of the field, or at all, but definitely this far in front of the field. And 6 goes way up the track. Can't really do anything with it, though. Thought for a minute there I was going to have a run on him, but maybe if this does go green, tire saving can be a thing. Not saying I am saving tires. I see I have a little gap behind me now.
Fastest lap for Harry, 21.8. You've just done a 22.2.
The leader's running 4/10 faster than me, at least on that lap. Which is why he's quite a ways ahead of me now.
Look at that, we actually got some green flag laps in.
Don't jinx it, man.
The guy behind has just done a 22.0.
I hope I have time to go through the incidents, because there's obviously some stuff happening. I could always save the replay and then watch the incidents later and record it. Alright, top 2 are getting away. I still have the 6 in striking distance, but we aren't even halfway through this race yet. I do see that behind me has gotten closer. Hoping I'm saving enough to be relevant as the race goes on, and I'm not gonna just fall back like a rock. Rocks do fall back. That is what they do. If the rock was racing, it would be struggling to keep up. That being said, the 3 is gaining on me fast. I don't want to like over push it thinking I can keep him off, because that's just going to burn up my stuff faster, right?
That lap time was 22.1. That's your quickest lap in this session.
22.1 is my quickest. That's quite a ways off of what the leader's running earlier, so. Although we are now quite a ways into a... Not quite a ways. What are we, about 10 laps into a green run?
The lap time was at 22.2.
I'm sure he's not running 21.8s by now, is he? Doesn't matter. I'm not out to win this race. I mean, I would love to win this race, but I don't go into any race expecting a win. I'm not at that point in my iRacing career, and it may never be. I mean, there's too many people, too many things that could happen. There are people out there who join these races who are probably a lock to win, especially in the top splits. Like if they're like a 7,000 I rating, they're probably just someone who wins every race nearly that they enter, but
You've just done a 22.3.
my goal, I rating wise, if I can get, you know, it's going to take time and consistency and not being stupid, but if I can get above 2,000, and if I never go much above that, I'll consider that okay.
Alright, Justin, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
That should be enough to keep me out of
Squirrel,
ARCA.
find your nut and get out of my way.
That should be enough to keep me out of ARCA Break Weekly and such things, but and put me in some top split races where there's lower participation, but not always be top split. You know what I mean? That will be okay with me. Is there a lapper up there? God, I had 6 reeled in, and I don't know, did I lose focus, or did he just start pulling off some better laps? Combination of both? It's really possible. That being said, we've only recently hit halfway. Long ways to go yet.
That was a 22.1.
Lap car into the wall, please keep it off of me.
Clear high.
Woo! I hear him still hitting the wall back there. I've been that guy before. That's something I need to get better at too. Hopefully I'm not getting lapped in this race, but trying to let people by and being more of a hazard than you mean to be. There's a skill to being lapped too. Plus, being lapped in a way where you lose as little time as possible for yourself and the person you're letting by.
The gap ahead is now 0.9.
6 is pulled away a bit. I've gained a little bit behind me. Looks like the 12 is back to being the next car behind me. The guy on the pole. Doing 800 I rating. I never quite fell down to 800. I think I dipped just barely under 1,000 briefly. Did the dreaded triple digit I ratings, but I got it back out of there.
Don't have that one.
I don't even know if I'm running the right line, running the right speed. I don't know.
You know, that was quite that close.
I mean, I'm glad it's gone green now, but this has been just kind of a follow freight train. No passing really going on.
That lap time was 22.2.
Had to wait a long time to get on the gas coming out of that turn. Looks like the 4 car lost the lead at some point, maybe 20 minutes ago, as observant as I am. J. Oy is that a real name? Hard saying. Is now leading this race. I'm assuming the 11 is a lapped car. It is indeed. Another hazardous lap car.
Car outside. Clear high.
Y'all lap cars are fucking
Okay, Justin,
missile.
the next car is Harry.
Wow, all of a sudden the 12 is on me. We're still only on lap 40. 6 is into the wall. Maybe I can get under the 4.
Your lap time was 22.3. Car outside. Clear high.
Whoops. Sorry, dude. That was my bad. I heard car outside and I still drifted up to the wall. Gotta pay more attention to that. Leave him the lane if he wants it.
Still there. Still there.
12 has got some speed back. I'm just gonna let him by. Not even on purpose, I guess. He just went by me. He wants to... There's a little contact. Losing spots. Where I thought I was going to be gaining spots for a second there.
It's closing you down. The gap has come down to 0.8. P5.
They're doing some door banging up there. I don't know if there's any class where it's probably expected and not really frowned upon too much. Is probably the old street stocks. I feel like I've lapped this car before. Oh my god.
Got a car high. Clear high.
I really feel like I'm being held up, but I don't have any way to get around. Like 12 got around me pretty dang easily.
That lap was a 22.7.
I shouldn't say that. 6 is up there like a car I kept thinking I was going to get. Now he's up there 3 spots ahead of me. I wish the 12 would clear the 4 and then I could follow him through maybe.
P5.
What are we at lap 46? I'm sorry I haven't really been that entertaining chatting wise, but I guess I don't think anyone would ever accuse me of being an entertaining talker anyway. Oh, that's the first time I felt loose this race, which I thought was going to be a bigger problem. Because in practice, that was happening all the time. Maybe I can take this guy on the outside. He probably remembers when I slammed the door on him and just said, "You can play that game," and that's fair enough. I didn't do it on purpose, but I did do it.
Car high. Clear high. That was a 22.6.
This is some fun racing. This is more fun.
Do not next spotter.
What? More fun than I thought I was going to have. I was really pessimistic. I don't know why. It's like, why did I even sign up if I thought it was going to suck so bad? One thing to learn about me is pessimism is kind of my nature. Glass half empty kind of guy. Wish I wasn't that way. The 12 and the 4 have been having a battle, and I really want the 12 to win it. And to let me sneak by too, because we've reeled in another car while this has all been going on. I don't know where to go. Having fun though. I would kind of like to keep this top 5, or maybe make it better. Got some real racing going on though. Let's get a run on the 4 and let's get around him.
That last lap was a 22.3.
Do I make it 3 wide? No, I don't. I didn't have the speed to do it anyway, but definitely don't do it, even if you could. Whoa, pitched her in there, and still kind of drifted that corner.
That lap was a 22.6.
Kind of want to.
Sorry about that a little.
Got a car outside. You're clear outside.
Come on, 12, you can get the pass done.
Car
See, oh my God, what's going on up here?
They're outside. Full course yellow, be careful. Full course yellow, watch out. Safety car's out, pits are closed, pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 4.
Well, I knew there was going to be a crash in front. I didn't realise that was going to happen.
I
Safety car is out, pits are now open.
I don't know. I should have probably backed off. I knew that was happening. I thought I could get by it and keep going. So it looks like I've dropped back to 7th. Since I was involved in that caution. I didn't know they did lucky dogs in this series. That sucks. Things were looking up for me too right there. I think we were just finally going to get around someone. I'll watch that if I have time. I got plenty of time now that that race went green so long. I have plenty of time, so shouldn't be a problem. Is this going to end now that I think about it? Or are we going to get a restart at all? Ah, that sucks. If so. Got a 4X out of the deal. Are we going to get like one green lap? Or none? I'm predicting one or none.
Is this how the race will end, or they got green white checkers in this bitch?
I know they
It
will.
will finish under yellow, but not.
Oh, we're gonna get the green with a white
Safety
flag
car is
too,
out,
ain't we?
pits are now open.
Yep.
This is gonna be wild.
Was I going to say 2 to go? 2 to green?
Yep.
All right.
Full course yellow, pits are closed.
So that basically means a lap. I'm glad I'm on the inside if that's the case. What was... I have to watch. Was somebody like getting pissed? Were they purposely hitting each other there? Or were they just hooked to each other and they couldn't get apart? And why did I not... I got to get out of the ARCA mode where there's no cautions. Like, I could have slowed down and not gotten involved in that.
Okay, Justin, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Stay behind the 2 car. That says it's the 3 car. I need to... Or is the 3 car?
All right,
now?
guys, let's keep it green right here for this
I don't know.
last 2 laps or 1 lap. I think we can do it.
I'm confused, but you know what? I think I was being a dick to the 2 there. I didn't realize.
Green flag, we're racing. Push, push, push. We can get this position.
Go!
7th position. 1 more to go. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Clear outside.
Go, but
I don't know if
And
that
then
last
they-
thing was my fault.
P5. That's the end of the race.
I got back up to 5th. I'm gonna have to watch that back. I want to get somewhere where I can stop. Because I don't need any more X's. I think everyone's crossed the finish line anyway. First things first. Last lap. Was that my fault? Probably. I got... I can't really tell from that view. I mean, he's coming down. That's still not a great view. Why am I doing rear chase? Wow, I'm so flustered. This is what I want. All right. I mean, we kind of both came into each other. Is the 8 long gone? Yeah, well, whatever. I'm sorry about that. Now let's watch the incidences. Incidents. It's not incidences. Learn to talk, man. Learn to talk. Alright. This was up at the front. No, not even close. 2 into the wall. 5 blinks? I don't know. Looking for some, what caused some cautions, you know? That could have caused a caution. How are we on lap 52? Am I, like, doing this wrong? Well, you know what? Oh, look at me going down the field, not holding my brakes. You know what? Let's figure out what was going on here. 11 was a lap down, right? Pretty sure. 6 gets into him. I'm hitting the lap button, not the... I am really sorry, guys. This is some very bad, Alright, what I wanted to do was find other cars in this mess. Namely me. Nah. I might have had the right idea. What happens if I just brake here? I don't know. One thing I definitely shouldn't have done was rolled back down there. The incidents was either messed up or I was doing it wrong, but I'm not very proud of this effort. I did get back in 5th. Didn't really mean to take it like a dag. I'll be honest, I was being aggressive on that last one lap. Was really annoyed that the car in front of me didn't go, or maybe couldn't. I felt like I had something more for these guys. But 5th place. 8x is not something to be proud of, but we'll try and get them in the next race. Hope you enjoyed watching it. See ya.